Hello and welcome to Behind the Pond. I was editing our 100 subscriber celebration, well, really promise. Of course, this is 4 years later, and me and Newt finally had time to film this, and this is a heavy project. But that's not the point. The point is I still have on the brain. Season 3 was amazing. And the more I'm thinking about Invincible, the more I kind of realized Season 2, which is considered the weakest of the three, and I still think it is the weakest, probably has a whole lot more staying power than the season before it.
Really?
And what's my reasoning? Season 2, when we finish it, we are asking a question. Why is our mark different? Why? And with that knowledge in your mind, and you rewatch season 1, you're looking at the character Nolan in a different microscope. Yes, we know his choices and what he's going to do. Listen to his words and the things that he says, that maybe there's more doubt there, that there's something more going on.
Guess who's finally getting his powers?
Are you sure?
The famous scene that has been memed to death of Nolan talking to Mark. Is Nolan talking to Mark, or is Nolan projecting on Mark?
What will you have after 500 years?
Think of it. And while you're thinking of it, season 2, with the question of why is our mark different, it's transformed into a statement in season 3 that our mark is different. And we get to see it on steroids. That is really good. And it puts into a perspective of why season 2, though being weaker, adds a lot more meat to everything. I know I'm not doing good with my words right now. I've been rehearsing this, but yet it's hard to communicate this. Sometimes my language disability comes a lot more harder with these videos, and this probably may be one of them. But I'm just trying my best to say that season 2 adds more to season 1, and it suddenly puts the question to a statement in season 3. That maybe what we considered the weakest could have a lot more to it. And season 2 is more than just that deeper look into Mark. Season 2 is more of a setup for a character. And I love the fact that when we get to not spoil Bullfrog, I can't spoil. I wanted to go into a look. Spoilers right now. Go to this time card if you don't want to know. Okay? Okay. So in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I feel like season 2 is more of a setup of Angstrom Levy and how insane he's going to be. Because Angstrom Levy in season 2, he doesn't feel like he's all there. Not in the sense of mentality, but in the sense of his presence and him as a character. But when we get to season 3, he feels more like a character. He feels a lot more scarier. And it sounds like the voice actor got a lot more time to be, well, playing and letting loose.
Yes!
So he had a lot more freedom with the character. So season 2 was him being restricted, while then later on now, he's going to be the voice actor is going to have a lot more freedom. And you could feel it in season 3.
Come on, try again. Maybe it'll work this time.
Maybe that's the reason why season 2 feels a little weak. It's because they had to put restraints on this guy, let him be a little bit more sophisticated. But now, after that, he's become a lot more wild and lost his mind a bit more. And he's become a lot more, I don't care, let's destroy Mark. No, so it adds more to the strength of the character in that regard. And yeah, this is, I think, something that needs to be said. And looking at season 2 right now, where would I rate it? With the rewatchability and the strength that it has, from 1 out of 7, I'll give it a... Dang it, I'm having a hard time. I would give it a 6. What? It seems really high, and it is, but because it's the rewatch is the season 2's strength. So this is what I think on that, and maybe I may be wrong, but there's only one way to find out. Rewatch Invincible and see if I have a good defense for season 2. I find that probably is the best way to prove it. And until that time comes, this is the Bullfrog signing out. Maybe when the 4th season comes, I do a review of season 3 then. Yeah, it'll keep us different. While everyone else is talking about that season, we'll be talking about the last season. I don't know. I'm just a little exhausted. This 100 subscriber thing is taking a long time. Speaking of which...